So we're going to be changing the sandpaper on this 12-inch disc sander. It's very worn, it's quite smooth, and it burns your part really easy, especially if you're sanding wood. So we have brand new sandpaper right here. This is actually 80 grit. We just put the 80 grit sandpaper in this box, but this sure is nice. It's very coarse. 80 grit is really nice for a lot of things. So let's go ahead and start to take this off. Now we're gonna have to take off these two screws here. To make it easier, I'm just gonna turn it. So there's one just like this on the other side as well. So we'll need to take both of these off. And then the table will be able to move up and down once these are loose. But we're gonna have to take these out the whole way in order to take the table out. You also need to take out, this is holding this in, so you won't be able to slide it out without taking this out. And there's one just like this on the other side as well that you'll need to take. So now this whole table just slides off really easy. We can set that aside. And now we have two screws holding this piece in here. Now actually we only have one screw because I guess we have lost the other screw. But this just comes out when you take that one screw out. And now we have access to the entire disc. Just make sure that this is unplugged whenever you're working on it. You wouldn't want to accidentally turn the switch on and have the machine turn off. Now to get this to come off a little bit easier, it can be a little tricky to pull off with the adhesive right now. If we just use this heat gun and heat it up, it'll be a lot easier to take off. I can hear it crackling and it's definitely coming off easier, but you just have to give it time and let it heat up that adhesive. Heat up the face of the sandpaper here and pull that off. Yeah, this hot air gun just makes it so much easier to take off. Imagine doing this without the hot air gun, it would sure be really hard. So we just got the last little bit there. There we go. We got the whole thing off. And now we have access to the plate here. And we're just gonna scrape this and just get all the old adhesive off. And then we'll make sure to get this really clean before we put the new one on. To get some of this adhesive off and to get it nice and clean, we're gonna use some paint thinner just to clean that off. And you might want to use lacquer thinner, but make sure you don't use lacquer thinner. It'll just come right off. The sanding disc will not stick. So make sure you don't use lacquer thinner. Mineral spirits also works well. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on here and scrape this off. Not sure why lacquer thinner doesn't work. You can use lacquer thinner to get this off, but make sure you wipe it off with like mineral spirits or paint thinner, because it's just happened. We put the lacquer thinner on and it just falls right off. Not sure why, but it's definitely important that you put the right stuff on. So this is working slowly but surely, and we're just scraping that adhesive off. You can see it starting to just pile up there, and it might help a little bit if you let it soak and then go back and scrape it up. But this is working, and you can see we have a good amount that we're getting off so far. So here's just about all the adhesive that we've gotten off so far. There really is a good amount on there. I'm gonna try to scoop it up on this and throw that away. So I poured a little bit more on here, and I'm just scraping all of that residue off. And there sure is a lot on here. You can see I'm even building up more. So I'm just scraping the entire surface down again and collecting all of that residue. So here's even more of that adhesive that we're getting off. There's a lot on there. Now we can just take a rag and start to wipe this off here. It definitely is getting it off. So whenever you think you have it all, once you clean it again, you can see that you definitely don't, and you can see we're definitely finding more on here. So this definitely needs a lot of cleaning. Now we're definitely starting to get this much cleaner. It's starting to actually look like it was before. So we have a problem here with the disc sander. We've always noticed this and we've just kind of worked around it, but we're gonna try to fix this. This lip that goes around the edge here is actually sticking out farther than this disc here. So whenever you try to sand something, if it's long, if it's sticking out here, it's gonna sand at a taper because this is longer. So what we need to do is just file this back. We don't need to file the whole entire thing back though. We just need to go like 2.5 to 3 inches up. And the same thing on the other side, so we can work on this edge and we can sand stuff flat. So what I'm going to do is put the part rest on here so we know where we need to start, and it's just right there. This is in line with that, so I'll put that aside and I'll mark about 2 inches up. So what we're going to do is now we can go ahead and mark this. So we're gonna make this a 2 1/4, so we'll be able to fit a 2x4 on there. So right up to there, and then we'll mark it right here. So now we have the mark to where we want to file up. So while I'm sanding or filing this, you can see that this is definitely not flush. This is a little detail, but it really makes a difference whenever you're trying to sand stuff. Now we're just gonna put a little bit of oil on here just to make sure this is lubricated. And it'll cut really nice. And this is also a very sharp file, and it's doing a good job. Now some disc sanders actually have it cut back so you can use this edge. Now I've been filing on this edge and it's getting pretty close. I just need to take a little bit off, but I am gonna start filing on this side here because really this is your most used side. You use this 6 inches the most. If you're doing something really long, then you may use the whole thing, but I want to make sure that we get this. And this one here definitely needs still a lot of filing, so I'm going to start working on this side. Now I have both of these filed down. You can see that's pretty flush there. And then there's also going to be a little bit of thickness of sandpaper that'll also bring this out a little bit. So we'll have a little bit room. And this is definitely going to be much easier to sand with these little indents. It was just getting really annoying with this lip. So we're just going to do one more final clean with mineral spirits, and then we can put the disc on. Now this cleaned off, there's no dust on it. And now I think is the hardest part, putting this on to where it's aligned and it's not going to be wobbling back and forth. So now let's go ahead and peel off the adhesive and stick it on. This is pressure sensitive adhesive, so it doesn't really stick until you really push it onto the disc. Alright. Now we're just going to take our time and just very lightly place this on here at first. Get it right. Looks like I gotta move it over a little bit. As long as it's not touching anywhere. It gets a little close there. If I just try to move it over just a little bit, like how close it is there. So now I have it good enough. You can see it gets pretty consistent. That's about as good as I can get it. So now we can go ahead and push this down and make sure everything is seated and it's sticking to the plate here. Now we'll just put everything back together in reverse order of how we took it off and try it and see how well this works. Nothing better than just a nice new 80 grit. I can just feel how coarse this is, especially compared to the old disc here where it's smooth. So let's go ahead and sand some stuff. Now that is much, much better than it was before.